There he goes. And there the water goes. Wow, this was significantly faster than the last time I did this. I pushed all the chert into here. Of course, the last time I did this I had to have this huge trough that actually led into where I wanted the well to go. I could get rid of those floors. I don't really see a good reason to. Theoretically, this should be open space. It is open space, and then the water's flowing in beneath it. And we've already got 7 out of 7 dusting of mud, and I was indeed correct. The mud will not, should not, go up to that level. So, right, blocks. I always forget something. I'll be back to you once the workshops are set up. Big news, Urvad became a miner. So they finished digging out our first farm. So go ahead and designate that. Farms have a maximum size of a 10 by 10, and I just like utilizing that size. So I'm going to. We don't even have enough supplies to fill that farm up, but eventually it will get to that size. That little area to the left there is going to be a stockpile farm. Stockpiles are weird I think it's if you allow them to have bins in them, they break and the seeds become unusable, so I'm going to do a little bit of research on that and set up them accordingly. As I said. So I think the simplest workaround is workaround 2. We'll just disable barrels in the stockpile. And to do that, you use the Q menu. And then type in a capital E. So now this stockpile is not allowed to use barrels. Okay, second farm plotted out. Now we just need to get our growers to actually build it. I don't know why they're not doing that. What are you busy with at the moment? Eating and sleeping. Typical. You're getting your stuff together, which I fully appreciate. How's the excavations coming along? Why aren't you building these? This little plot here, I'll do something with it. Maybe put a statue and a slab there. I don't know. We'll find some purpose. Yeah, I think we're good on the digging. I have 2 masons, so I'm going to want another mason's workshop, but I need them to set up the one that we already got. I guess I could tell them to dig out this, so I don't forget what I want it to look like later. Pretty sure it was like that. No, not there. That wall stays, this one goes. It'll leave a wall, much like this one, and its brother. Right? If I mess this up, it's gonna annoy the hell out of me. But I think I got it. What are we up to, folks? Farm plots, and he's making those mechanics. I think they're all eating and drinking and sleeping, so I'll be back to you. Oh, there he goes. First things first, we want our blocks, and then I think we'll just tell him to build a bunch of doors. We'll put a couple at the fortress front, and the rest will go on rooms. Oh, our woodcutter's making mechanics. That's why he didn't build that. There we go. One more. Alright, so we'll need 7 beds. And I'm gonna say 2 chairs to get started. So the actual digging is done as far as our current rooms. So I think I'm gonna go back into planning. Oh, hello. You finished your farms. Pretty sure I want to do dimple cups and clump helmets because they're available all year round. Eventually I'll expand into cave weed and other such things, but that's not of import right now. Finish that farm. plump helmets. Okay. Gonna have to think about our next move for a bit. Okay, that took a while. The design on the left is just a natural reflection of what I have already established, and the design on the right is a modified fractal I found online. I only decided to plan out half of it, and I'll just reflect it if we ever need that much housing, but that is the future vision of our fortress, and establishing that was important because I want to start putting in civic buildings. What I mean by that is like eating halls and hospitals and the like. And to do that, I need to know where my housing is going to go. So, yeah, I was just going to show you that, and I'll get the rest planned out. It's not lost on me that I'm probably over-planning by, like, a lot, but I like to over-plan. I think something as simple as this will work. I don't think people need to walk around the table, so chair, table, table, chair. And we'll have that go the whole length of the hall minus the entry squares, and then we'll have some stockpiles down here for, I think you have to provide, you definitely have to do it in a tavern, is provide a mug stockpile, because dwarves and other such creatures will get an unhappy thought for drinking just from a barrel. So you provide them with access to mugs. I imagine that same rule carries over into the dining rooms, which is all we're doing right now. So we'll have a bin with some mugs in it, and I guess food and drink stockpile, a kitchen, and a still with a raw goods stockpile in the center. And that should be all we need for now. And if we need to, I suppose we can expand upward. And we'll just have 2 sets of tables next to each other. I think the magic number is 1/5 your fortress, which at the moment is like 1 guy. So we're not going to be needing to expand this for quite some time. But if that's where I'm going to put it, I now need to block off access to all these other places I don't plan on digging out just yet. Something like that. Dig through there, but not through there. I also want to, while it's on my mind, I'll build a hatch cover. I don't think those can be built with stone. I think you have to do wood. Because I want to cover up that stairwell, the maintenance shaft for our well. Where is it? Ah, capital H. I guess that'll take priority over the beds, but not the chair. I mean, over the chairs, but not the beds. Yeah. So, providing I didn't mess anything up, we still don't need these rooms. Yeah, they'll dig out our dining hall. There's an entrance to our fortress, technically. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'll leave it alone for now. It's not like we're going to be fighting harpies or anything. I'm imagining goblins riding giant spiders that can for some reason survive underwater, just crawling up into our fortress through our well. That'd be terrifying. It seems we have access to a well, which means they've built everything that they need to, the blocks and the chains and such. We'll go some chirp box, we'll use one of our buckets and our ropes, and the mechanisms we built. It won't be a pretty well, but like everything else, it'll be functional. And then we won't have to worry about drinks. How are the farms coming along? Did you bother to plant anything? It looks like you're starting to bother to plant something. Nobody's messed with the beds, I know that for a fact, but have you gotten started on doors? Yes. It's irrelevant until the beds are done. Actually, we got a couple beds out. I'm not going to micromanage and assign rooms. All the rooms are the same, aside from the ones that'll be built for nobles. Put the chest up against the wall. Cabinet on the far side in between our bed. We should have a door done as well. So once that bed's down there, we'll make our first bedroom. Tan became a reminder. Oh, that's done. That was fast. Auto size, and whoever sleeps there first gets it. Damn. The masterpiece bed already. Putting 10 into a skill seems to be a bit OP of this update. Normally I'd have to go a couple months to start getting masterpiece items, and now they start spitting them out immediately. How long have we been doing this? I've kept the game paused for as late spring. Oh, I forgot last time, I don't want to forget again. We need a depot, which now that we've gotten rid of that, I think I'm just going to put it up here temporarily. It's kind of precarious, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm sure that applies. And we need a crafts dwarf workshop and another mason shop since the current one's going to waste. So how does it go again? Top and the sides. It's not a huge deal if I mess it up, it's just I think it looks pretty. Looks neat that way. Give the fortress a new feel. One thing about the bedrooms, I used to engrave all my bedrooms, which for one is time consuming, and while it's beautiful to the eye of your dwarves, it just looks ugly and confusing to the human eye. So I think I'm only going to do that for noble bedrooms. It will stay standard for the rest, but I will be smoothing out the stone, just so it looks nice. Not a huge priority, but they'll get to it whenever they get to it. Do we have more beds? And the crafts dwarf workshop. Okay, looks like bottom and side. Might as well finish up this hallway, since we're going to be digging into it. Get us a bit more chert. Is there anything else we need, workshop-wise? Another crafts dwarf workshop probably won't kill us. I think we only have the one crafter though, so I'll hold off. What are they doing? Working on the dining room? I'll be back. The kitchen has been dug out. I'm going to tell them to smooth it. Hopefully they won't put a lot of emphasis on that and focus on the bit of digging that I need done. Looks like one of them's already started a smoothing order. We want a kitchen and a still. And then within those I'm going to want custom stockpiles. So let me set this up. I think I've set this up correctly to only use raw materials. And I'm only now just realizing that 3 tiles each is a pathetically small stockpile. So I'm probably going to have to build dedicated food and drink stocks up above. I'll plan that expansion ahead. So if we're going to have the tables right next to each other, we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there'll be a wall, and then this will be the stockpile, actually. Okay, we're not going to be able to connect to that in any event, because it would cut into the dining room after expansion. So yeah, this should be fine. Oops. I think a 4x8 will work. That's not a 4x8 though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Something like that. Top will be food, bottom will be drink, or left and right. Yeah, we'll keep the continuity with the kitchen. It should be even. Okay, it's not even. Up and down. But yeah, we don't actually want them doing that now. Yeah. I'll gladly take the stockpile now. But nothing else. That's the magic button. Press U for prepared food. And then only meals will be kept inside the dining room. And as for the other one, don't allow that. Only allow drinks. Before I do the last, I'm going to need a bin, which is... I think we can make stone bins. I may be mistaken. It might be called a coffer. I'll have to look into that. I was wrong. They can only be wood. So we're going to be making a wooden bin. And that's because bins are the only thing that can store objects, items, finished goods. And mugs are finished goods. It should keep enough of them to satisfy the dwarf's needs. See, I knew that was a mistake. I don't need you digging this right now. I know I could use the priority menus, but effort. I think they've both been hard at work. I need a stone stockpile. Get rid of some of these rocks. I had a floor that I was going to dedicate to stockpiles, but I think I forfeited on that. So I guess I'll just put them to the north of here. I'll figure it out. So I just designated my second mason's workshop. And in order to save me the effort of having to micromanage those, I think we're going to get started on the noble halls. Back to more planning for me.